Alright, what's up? I'm Charm City 187. It's my brother again.
What's going on, everybody? This is take number 3.
We're doing the Super Bowl picks, Ravens versus 49ers.
49ers are currently a 3.5-point favorite as we speak. Line started out at 4.5. The money's basically heading towards the Ravens' way. People are finally starting to buy in, except for the media.
Yeah, if you go by the media, we're like 10-point underdogs.
If you go by the media, Colin Kaepernick is already a Hall of Famer, and Ray Lewis used deer antler spray to recover from his tricep injury.
Velvet juice.
Sorry, velvet juice, because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
for the people that don't know, velvet is when they lose their antlers in like February and then they start growing back over the summer.
Yeah.
And it's
deer
like,
don't keep their antlers year round. Is that what you think? And they just grow. They actually do lose them, so
it's like hair.
Huh?
It's like hair.
It is hair. That's what it is. It's hair. It's like a rhinoceros horn. That's hair. That's what it is.
It's ivory.
It's hair too.
But yeah, San Francisco is the home team. I think they switch it every year between NFC and AFC.
I also think they alternate it because there's not a lot of AFC teams that host the Super Bowl. You get most of the NFC teams because they have most of the domes.
Yeah, and what happened? I thought that they said that in order to host the Super Bowl, you had to have a dome.
No, it's just that they pick good weather stadiums and stuff like that. Miami, San Diego.
Yeah, but next year it's going to be in New York, and right now it's shitty weather.
They want to go to New York, though. That's why. Yes, good luck with, remember what happened 2 years ago on the East Coast? Those 3 straight snowstorms in the end of January and into February?
Yeah. Shit, here it'll snow till April.
I know. I've been to Orioles games on opening day where it's been a whiteout because of all the snow. They had to stop playing the game. That was back in 02 or 03, I can't remember.
Alright, let's go. Special teams, starting it off.
I get the edge to the Ravens, not just an edge, like a huge edge. Yeah. They win in 2 out of the 3 categories. They use, contrary to belief, the Ravens do not give up a lot of big plays on special teams.
Until recently.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone believes now that the special teams suck in the return game. You gotta remember, they didn't allow a punt return for like 3 years on defense. They did not allow a punt return for a touchdown. And then kickoff returns, I mean, I think they gave up one last year. But other than that, other than the one playoffs, that was it. They don't give up a lot.
But we always get good yardage on them.
The Ravens are #1 in kickoff return. I think they're top 5 in punt return. So Kobe Jones is not just going to play a big role on offense. He's basically the #1 special teams guy, and you also got the 49ers who are ranked number 31 in kickoff return yardage. So which bodes well for the guy that has 2 100-plus yard kickoff returns. But you also got to factor in they're playing in a dome. Akers has a big leg, just not accurate. And Andy Lee, I don't know who I think it's Akers that they have doing the kickoffs.
Yeah.
He has a big leg in a dome. Kickoff return is going to be a non-factor, I think. I think they'll all be taken out of the game unless Jacoby Jones wants to take one 109 yards and get everybody pissed off at him.
He'll do it.
He'll do it too, yeah.
If he can catch it, he's coming out.
But yeah, kicking, give the edge to Justin Tucker of the Ravens. 30 out of 33. I mean, he's 2 out of 2 in the postseason. And you got Akers, 29 out of 42. He's been a little inconsistent.
A little.
Huh?
A little.
Well, 29 out of 42, that's 64%. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then punters a wash. They both should be consistent Pro Bowlers. It's just that, excuse me, Sam Cook has to contend with the guy, Shane Leckler from Oakland, who's always in the Pro Bowl. No one thinks there's another punter other than Shane Leckler. But so it's a wash there, but they win 2 out of the 3 categories, in my opinion. Ravens win on special teams.
Now defense.
You can go first on defense.
I'm going to give a slight edge in the defense to San Francisco because of their front 7, but their back half is non-existent in the passing game, basically. They're both good at stopping the run, but if you do what Atlanta did at the beginning of that game, and then you can run the ball after it.
Well, I think the Ravens will actually try to run the ball in a spread formation. They won't go conventional I formation, run straight at you. Yeah. They will go in a spread formation and try and run the ball with Bernard Pierce, who is amazing.
I like Pierce. I do, but I don't like him more than Rice. I mean, he's good. I'll give him that, but
he breaks a lot of tackles.
Yeah. Well,
he also doesn't go down.
Yeah, he's fast, but it's like a deceiving fast. Like he's going normal speed,
and then he takes the next gear.
Yeah. Then they get near him, and he's like gone.
Yeah. He always gets caught like Ray Rice, though.
Yeah.
Like the 1 yard line, they always get caught. They can never break that long run for a touchdown.
Yep, they always get took down at like the 4.
And then we end up kicking a field goal. But yeah, I mean, I like the 49ers defense in this. One thing I will say about their front seven is, with Justin Smith having a torn tricep, it's different from Ray Lewis having a torn tricep because he's not a defensive lineman. He's not.
Yeah, he doesn't have to push a 400-pound guy.
And another thing is, everyone's pointing at our offensive line. I think people still think that Ja Reed is playing on offensive line. I have to pay the equipment manager because my jersey gets dirty all the time because I'm laying on the ground. I mean, they have a guy that's 6'7" playing left guard. How stupid was that?
Yo, he sucked. He was horrible.
He was horrible. I mean, he's almost as bad as Matt Burke was. But the only reason why Matt Burke's doing this well is because Assembly's on his left now. Yep. And Wolford got dominated by Assembly.
Yep.
You did not hear his name except for like once at the beginning of the game. And they moved him away from Assembly. They put him on the outside to try and get him away from him. And then Yonda took care of him.
Oh, well, we're doing defense.
Oh yeah, that's true. I told you we get off on tangents and then we continue talking.
Yep.
But I mean, I was trying to bring it back to Justin Smith though. He's playing with a torn tricep too. It's different for a defensive lineman rather than a linebacker. So I think with Osemele being in there, you know what? They can put max protect and put Dixon, who's a better pass blocker than Pitta, on the outside helping out Brian McKinney to make sure that Alden Smith does not catch that edge on Brian McKinney.
How is Dixon a better pass blocker, but Pitta's a better run blocker?
I don't know. I think Dixon might be a little quicker off the block. And
I do think that Flacco likes it better when it's Ray Rice and Pitta in the backfield with him.
Well, and then they can go max protect right there, and then they can leak out of the backfield. Because, you know, those linebackers have a time clock in their head. Hey, if they don't do something within the first 3 seconds of the play, go do your other thing.
Yep.
Either blitz or just play zone in the back and make sure nothing happens over the middle. But, again, I do get the edge to the 49ers. I do like Ed Reed in this game, returning a pick 6.
I think we're going to kill Kaepernick. I really do.
I mean,
every time we play a running quarterback, we hurt their ass. Look,
but we end up losing now. We end up losing now.
But we would have beat RG3 if he stayed in the game.
Oh yeah, I know.
We did beat Vic, but the
refs,
the replacement referees stole it.
Yeah.
Third and goal from the 1 yard line. He gets sacked back like 10 yards, throws the ball away, bounces at the 4. But the replacement referees are too stupid to know that the ball has to make it to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Even though he's out of the pocket. For it to be a intentional grounding. And that would have been fourth and goal from the 15 or 16.
And they had the kick, and it still would have been a 4-point game.
Yeah, we would have had a 4-point lead with 2 minutes left.
And they wouldn't be able to kick a field goal.
And then the Jacoby Jones bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah, I do get the edge. I think Ellerby is going to have a good game. Then Ellerby will have a good game. I think Suggs and Kruger will basically be the guys that do not let him get outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I think missing Webb for this game is going to be a big deal. Because he's got to normally put in the slot.
Yeah.
And if they're not playing 3 wide sets, I mean, they'll have Webb basically blitzing from time to time. And you ain't getting away from Ladarius.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get the edge to the 49ers. I do think the Ravens will make enough big plays in this game to take the momentum back.
Yeah,
so to speak.
I think he's gonna get injured. I really do. They hit hard, yo.
Yeah.
They make it a point when they play a guy that runs. They make it a point to hit him hard every time they touch him.
another big edge towards the Ravens is Haloti Ngata finally being healthy.
Yeah. Yep.
Finally being healthy after being hurt all year long. He is. If he's not 100%, he's probably like 96%. Which is not Haloti Ngata 96%. Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
All right, offense. You can start with this one.
Well, I mean, there's two things real quick. Colin Kaepernick, he's good. He's pretty damn good. He has a tendency, though, to kind of get a little bit too sure of himself.
Floating the ball over the middle.
Spiking the ball in the Green Bay Packer guy's face after getting a 10-yard run.
Another thing I like about when he runs the ball, he's always holding it out here.
Yeah. Well, because no team's fast enough to catch him. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
You gotta take angles, though, and if Reed stays back in the middle of the field, he's gonna grab that ball out of his hands one of the times if he runs with it.
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, I like... The 49ers offense is really good. Frank Gore, Vernon Davis, Michael Crabtree, Ted Ginn, Randy Moss.
Yeah, but
Randy Moss is going to be a non-factor. I'm sorry that you think you're the greatest receiver of all time.
Yeah, he's a joke.
There's a person by the name of Jerry Rice that didn't quit.
Even Michael Irvin. I think Michael
Irvin's probably better than him, too. Yeah. Chris Carter's probably better than him, his old teammate. Steve Largent.
Probably better than him.
Randy Moss dominated his era for like 5 years, though. I mean, you gotta remember that. And then he went to Oakland and lost all the ability to want to play. But who wouldn't? I mean,
he dominated when he was in Minnesota. That was it.
Yeah, the first time around, not the second time around. He sucked the second time around.
And even when he was with the Patriots, he wasn't that good.
He had one good year. That 23 touchdown receiving year. But I mean, the one thing is, though, I mean, everyone's saying that the 49ers have this amazing offensive line. They gave up 9 sacks to us last year. It's the same exact... It's a different quarterback, but that doesn't change the fact that the offensive line is still not that good. They got Joe Staley on the left, who got murdered by Terrell Suggs last year.
He had 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, and 3 sacks. Going against him the whole time, he pushed him to the pocket every time. So, I mean, I hear the media sitting there and saying, like, they have the best offensive line in the NFL. I'm sorry, but it's their scheme, not the offensive line. Because there's people running free at Kaepernick. Every time. Why do you think he runs away so much? Because he doesn't have the time to freaking throw the ball.
Nope.
Everyone's looking at how they dominated the Atlanta Falcons defensive line. I'm sorry, but John Abraham was playing on one leg. They have no blitzing linebackers in Atlanta. Corey Bierman is pretty damn old. And they got that guy, Corey Peters, who took their left guard and basically threw him out of the way. So, I mean, I understand everyone wants the 49ers to win because they want to get that number 6 for them. Be tied with the Steelers, be 6-0 in the Super Bowl. But don't make stuff up. Do not make up the fact that the 49ers have this great offensive line. And then say our offensive line is a little inconsistent. 2 sacks in the postseason, sorry.
Our offensive line has been great ever since they got Michael Orr's ass out of left tackle and Ja Reed out of left guard.
Make a movie called The Blind Side, and he sucks at protecting the blind side.
And I've been saying that since like week 3 that they needed to do that.
I said that from the start. I was like, why is Brian McKinney not playing?
Because he likes strippers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like me.
Yeah. Gaming and strippers for the win, everybody.
Nope.
Alright, but I mean, I'll let you speak your point on the 49ers offense unless I covered everything about them.
I think their offense is a fucking gimmick. That's
well,
what I think.
The pistol is a gimmick. It's not going to last.
And yeah, that's what I love, yo. All these fucking media people talking about is if Colin Kaepernick wins this game, all the new quarterbacks that get drafted are going to have to be able to run the pistol.
No.
Like, haven't you noticed?
Sorry. You remember the Wildcat?
Yeah.
Who destroyed the Wildcat? The Ravens.
Yep. Who destroyed Vic?
The Ravens.
Who destroyed Robert Griffin III? Who
Ravens.
destroyed Dennis Dixon when he played with the Steelers against us.
Yeah.
Every team we play that runs that fucking pistol bullshit, we destroy them.
Yeah. Or we lose the game, but we end up hurting them. Which is not a good thing to be proud of, you know? It's not. You don't want to hurt somebody.
If it's Vic, I'll hurt his ass. I don't care.
Yeah, he killed dogs, yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
But, I mean, the pistol will not last.
No.
I don't care what that guy they had on that invented the pistol. Of course he thinks it's going to last.
Yeah.
Of course he thinks it's going to last, because he invented it.
He probably trademarked it, so every time a team uses it, he's getting paid.
Oh, just like Kaepernick? Trademarking that? You trademark kissing your bicep?
And Ray Rice was the first one to do it.
Ray Rice always does it. I'm pretty sure everybody does it.
Except for he does it like this,
yeah.
not like this.
Hold on, let me kiss my arm real quick. Oh, all that ink.
Fucking nerd.
But, yeah, I mean, the Ravens offense, they have the edge in the passing game tenfold, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Power surge. You witnessed it. Power surge again. Because God's hearing my words, and he's getting a little scared because he's a 49er fan.
Alright, come on. Alright, let's go on about the Ravens offense.
Bolden, Torrey Smith, Jacoby Jones, Pitta, Dixon, Ray Rice, Bernard Pierce, Tandon Doss.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop us, I don't think.
They have so many packages that they can throw out there. And I'm sorry, Carlos Rogers is pretty good, but he's not fast enough to cover Torrey.
Yeah,
and if they put him on Bolden, he's going to out-physical him.
Yeah, I don't think none of them are fast enough to cover Torrey or Jacoby.
I think Torrey Smith is going to have an MVP caliber game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But if they're not going to give it to a wideout. They're going to give it to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Alright, so I give offense advantage to the Ravens, defense advantage to the 49ers, advantage to the Ravens in special teams. Coaching, I give the advantage to the Ravens just because I hate Jim Harbaugh.
I don't really hate him, I just think he's kind of out there.
Yeah. But, so...
I don't like their organization, though.
That's true.
Like, how your team's going to the Super Bowl, how can you not have more than 100 people there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. The send-off rally that's supposed to distract our team from winning the game, I'm sorry, but if they see that they have support back here, like, I almost laughed hearing those people on NFL Network saying that this send-off rally might distract them from their goal. I'm sorry, but if they're seeing all the people cheering for them going, imagine the cheers they'll get when they get back.
50,000 people at ours, and not even 1,000 people at theirs.
I know.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And then we come off looking like we're ready to go play and win a game. They come off looking like they're fucking half asleep in their pajamas.
Alright, so you want to give your score and MVP pick? And what do you think he might do?
I think the MVP is going to be either Flacco or they might give it to Ray if we dominate them on defense and hold them to under 10 points.
That's not going to happen.
I think we're going to win by at least 10. I said the same thing against on the New England Patriots game.
Yeah, I was drunken in a ditch that night. We made that video. But so what's your score?
I'm gonna say
31.
No, I'm gonna say like 28 to. I'm gonna say 28-17.
Okay. My MVP pick is gonna be one of two players. It's either gonna be Flacco or it's gonna be Reed.
Yeah.
Because I have been getting a pick six in this game, but I also have Flacco throwing for at least 3 touchdown passes in this game and tying the NFL record.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we scored 35 points.
Yeah.
To be honest.
My score is in 5 straight games they've given up 30+ points. Yeah. This is the same team that went 0-1-1 against the Rams. I'm sorry, 0-1-1.
It's matchups.
Yeah, I know. Like and no one thinks we match up well against them.
Yeah, they can dominate New England. They can dominate Green Bay, Atlanta. Then they go get shitted on by the Rams.
Yeah.
And I think our defense is similar to the Rams. You got 2 decent edge rushers,
Mm-hmm.
a decent line, linebackers,
decent backfield.
Yeah.
But my score is 28-20. Reed will have the pick 6, and at that, and Joe Flacco will have 3 touchdown passes. He has, for them to win this game, and for it to be a close game, he has to win the MVP, and for them to win the game, I think. If it's a close game, he has to have an MVP caliber performance. So 28-20, I'm leaning more like 75% towards Flacco for MVP, and he'll get his $110 million contract in the offseason.
I don't think he'll get that much. I think he'll get
7 years, 110. You mark my words right now. 7 years, 110.
All right.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody.
Yep. All right, we're out. Peace.